So, today we'll be taking a look at a new WrestleMania graphic, including The Undertaker. A look at what went down with Kevin Owens at Raw, as well as Liv Morgan and Becky Lynch. Let's start things off with this quick note about this WrestleMania 38 graphic and announcement. It was just announced this week that the WrestleMania on sale party is taking place on Wednesday, November 10th in Dallas, Texas. That's normal. They have ticket sale parties like this every year. But what did catch some eyes and got some fans talking was the graphic for the event. The graphic featured some of today's current superstars, but placed in the middle of this graphic was a render of The Undertaker. It wasn't an updated render either. It looked to be a 2001 render of The Undertaker during his biker days in WWE. So fans have been asking about why Undertaker's old render is included in this graphic. Obviously, Undertaker is retired, so it's definitely not related to an in-ring return. Is it simply for an appearance at the ticket party from The Undertaker, or will he legitimately be at WrestleMania 38? One of the easiest ways for Undertaker to be a part of WrestleMania 38 without actually competing is, of course, the WWE Hall of Fame. It's a pretty crazy statistic, but the legendary Undertaker is currently not a member of the WWE Hall of Fame. He was never inducted because he has been an active talent for the last 30 plus years. So there's never really been a proper time for WWE to induct him since he's been on WWE television nonstop for all these years. Well, now, The Undertaker is fully done in the ring and has been retired since late 2020, fully opening up the possibility for him to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. There's also no doubt in anyone's mind that The Undertaker will be the headliner out of any of the Hall of Fame class that he's a part of. To even add more fuel to this Undertaker Hall of Fame theory, WrestleMania 38 is taking place in his home state of Texas. The Undertaker is also a massive Dallas Cowboys fan, and this WrestleMania is taking place inside of their stadium as well. So no, definitely no solid proof of The Undertaker being a member of the 2022 WWE Hall of Fame class quite yet. But with this new graphic and all these new subtle hints, the rumor and theory is definitely growing. Will WWE induct The Undertaker into the Hall of Fame and use him as the headliner? That's what we'll have to wait on. So let's take a look now at the WWE title scene over on Raw, because things are getting a bit interesting. Seth Rollins is now walking around with his WWE contract that guarantees him a WWE title match in the future. Some fans have asked the question about how this contract that Seth has works. Is it similar to a Money in the Bank contract, or will the contract be used for a future pay-per-view match? It is a bit unclear, but if we had to take a guess, it would probably be used to plan a future pay-per-view match and not used in a Money in the Bank situation. But again, it is WWE. They pretty much make rules along the way, so we can honestly see this contract used in many fashions. But besides the Seth and Big E story, Kevin Owens has now entered the mix as well. Kevin Owens talked about how he deserves to be the face of Raw. Kevin also dropped a very eye-opening line during that promo that had fans pretty speechless. Kevin said that he will continue to fight whether it's for 3 more months or 3 more years. The reason why that line is so weird and suspicious is because reports claim that Kevin Owens has exactly 3 months left in his WWE contract. It's reported to allegedly expire sometime in late January, and if that's true, that means that Kevin has 3 months left in his deal. So it was just a strange line by Kevin Owens. It basically sounded like the character is a bit lost right now. He's well aware that he's nowhere near the success he had once back in 2016 on Raw. And his line about 3 more months or 3 more years obviously seems like him addressing the uncertainty of his WWE future. Will he only be a part of WWE for 3 more months, or will he sign an extension for 3 more years? That's obviously going to be a huge question over these next few months. So regardless if Kevin Owens leaves or not, he's still putting it out there that he will keep fighting. Kevin Owens then took on Big E in the main event of Raw that had a very suspicious finish to the match. The finish saw babyface Kevin Owens pull off what seemed to be a dirty heel tactic with one of the turnbuckles. Kevin's tactic just happened to make Big E fall on the ropes to get hit by Seth Rollins with just perfect timing. Kevin Owens saw what went down and quickly tried to take advantage of the situation by pinning Big E. But E counters and gets the quick pin on Kevin Owens. Owens grabs a mic after the match and explains to Big E that he knows it looks bad. It looks like a setup, but that him and Rollins weren't working together. There's this moment of intensity there where we're sort of waiting for maybe a big heel turn from Kevin Owens to reveal this alliance with Rollins. But Big E strikes first and lies Kevin Owens out. This by no means is a heel turn or anything like that for Big E. It was just a move to prove that he's smart, not taking any chances, and striking first. He's not going to take the risk and play along with Kevin Owens regardless if he's playing him for a fool or not. He's just going to strike first and show Owens that he's not here for friends. So it was a great move by Big E. Makes him look like a very smart, dominant champion to not take that risk and just strike him first. Obviously, the biggest question here is if Kevin Owens and Seth were working together on some sort of plan there or not. So that will need to be addressed as well. The WWE title picture seems to still be Big E versus Seth Rollins. But after what just happened with Kevin Owens, it definitely seems like he just got included into the story. So we'll see what happens there. The Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair chapter may be coming to an end. Becky and Bianca opened up Raw with a great title match this week, but Becky was up to her cheating ways again and managed to escape Bianca Belair once again. Becky managed to strip the turnbuckle off, which left it bare to throw Bianca face first into, and proceeded to roll Bianca up and pulled the tights. So even though it was another title loss, you can see that Bianca was still heavily protected in the loss. Becky had to use the turnbuckle, roll her up, and pull on the tights, all for that dirty win. But of course, in Becky's eyes, and like she always says, there's no terrible way to win. There's just winning. So Becky was happy to get past Bianca. Becky then talked someone new stepping up and right on cue, entered Liv Morgan to interrupt the interview. This is a big moment. Obviously, this will be Liv Morgan's first ever feud for a world title, so it's been a long time coming. Obviously, you still have that full circle moment going as well. Becky told Liv Morgan before she left in 2020 that Liv would be champion by the time she returned. That didn't happen, but here is Liv Morgan in the title picture against the woman who told her that she'll be champion. Becky even referred to Liv Morgan as just a kid on Raw Talk. So there's a lot of great story to tell there, and it's just very exciting to see a fresh new face in the world title picture. We'll have to see how that Liv Morgan and Becky Lynch story will unfold. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments, don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.